Habit hack number 96 coming to you from me, half the national average here. All right, you guys. So starting off, habit hack number 96. I want to start off with an illustration. Have any of you ever, and I don't know, I do it all the time, but when you're vacuuming or sweeping and you find a little piece of something and it looks really important, you don't know what it is. So you put it on I have a little ledge that's over there, and I put it on a ledge, and it's weird how many things I find. And I'm just like, this looks really important. And I know it didn't just fall off my shoe. So I'll put it up there, and sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months to figure out what the heck that piece was, but where it belongs to, how it fits somewhere, how it's the missing link to a component that is really, really necessary. And so I save these little pieces on my ledge. And the thing that I do also, especially since I started doing my habit hacks or my habits in October of last year, is I've always had these random kind of pieces that I think about, and I'm like, that looks really interesting. I wonder where it fits, especially with knowledge. I am constantly picking up little pieces of knowledge, and I don't know where it's going to fit, and I don't know, and I never really had a ledge to put it on. And so when I started doing my habits, one of my habits is I write every single day, and it's a perfect place. It's a ledge for me to put these bits of knowledge that I pick up randomly everywhere, from people, from reading, from introspection, from linking two different thoughts that I know there's something there, but I just don't have it today. I don't know where that piece is going to fit. And so today's habit hack number 96 has a lot to do with that. So the actual name of habit hack number 96 is living in the box. So life in the box, living in the box, life in the box. So most of us have to work way outside of the three realms, right? So you have 8 hours. You have 8 hours in your 24-hour day, and most adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So that's one 8-hour block. Most people work a minimum of 8 hours, and then you have commute time, you have family responsibility time, you have, cooking, random stuff time. So by the end of your personal 8 hours, you're left with very little. And most people, that very little that they're left with, they're putting 4.7 hours at TV. And I know I'm going to kick this horse into the ground, but I am going to tell you every single time, because half the national average is just half of the national average of TV watching. Do something else. And the reason why I'm saying, I gave you the illustration about picking up these little pieces of knowledge and then putting them on, writing them down in my book, so it's my kind of thought ledge, is because creativity to live outside of the box does not come from the box. It always comes from play, or from practice, or quiet time, or reading, or learning something else. Always. So I've lived decades of corporate America meetings at many different Fortune 500, Fortune 100, actually Fortune 100 mostly, companies, and they'll all do the same thing. They have the team building meeting, and either an hour or two before the meeting, or sometimes it was like whole weekends. Sometimes it's whole weeks of like a whole week of team building, and it's all different companies, and you'll do these little projects to try to create this out of the box thinking. Everybody who's ever been in corporate America has probably been in a meeting where you got this one, right? You get this, and they say, okay, connect all the dots without using a dot, without passing a dot twice, but you have to connect them all, and you can't cross. Or actually you can't cross because you can't touch the dot twice. So, people are struggling. They've tried to figure it out the first time, right? The first time you do it, you're always going to struggle. And then the whole premise of this one is that you have to start outside the box, right? You go this way, and then this, and it has to be straight lines. And so that's that one. right? So because people don't think outside the box. So they're trying to, go this and cross. Anyway, so many times your job will need creativity, but you very rarely will get creativity in your job because your job there's too much liability for people getting too creative. So they want creativity because creativity solves problems. It can make money. It can create efficiencies, but there has to be consistency, and you live in a box at work. And so where are you going to stimulate or gather that creativity? And what I challenge you is the only way you can do it is to deliberately practice play. And there's been a ton of studies on play. There's whole theses, there's whole studies, emotional studies, psychology studies on how important play is and how important it is for the brain and how important it is for learning and how it stimulates different parts of your brain and especially areas of creativity. Another one that I just want to say is this one, right? The nail. Has anybody ever gotten this one at a meeting where you get the nail in the board and then you get 5 big nails and you have to stick them all on there? And it's just hilarious watching people figure it out, watching myself figure it out. But you lay the nail across and then you put the 2 nails on the sides and you click their heads together and balance it. So that's how you get that one. I don't want any of you who've never had the nail to look like the sucker, because that's a lot of the things, right? It kind of reminds you that you need a collective team oftentimes to look at things differently to solve bigger problems. But what you bring to the table can't be just work. And so habit hack number 96, living life in the box. You only have 3 quadrants of 8 hours, and pretty much sleep and work are taking up the first 2. And a commute takes a good half of your last quadrant. And so I just challenge you every single day, work on something that inspires play. So I want to give you guys my, where did I put it? My score for January. Oh, here. Actually July. Did I just say January? Oh my gosh. One take, that's it. July, my practice of fun, right? My play, 99%. So 99%, I practiced all my habits. Not 99% as in one whole day I missed, one habit in a day I missed. And I got, so July was way better than June. And again, and then May was way better than June. So May was 100%. So what I've noticed when I'm getting this really deliberate practice of my play is, number one, those little pieces of knowledge, they have to come from all these different areas and they actually solve different problems, especially at work. I'm constantly solving things from work from my play. And so if you want to get more effective at work, habit hack number 96, don't forget to deliberately practice every single day something for yourself. Now, even if it's just learning or puzzles or something, just commit to something for 15 minutes every day. Let me see if I got all my notes, because that one was a pretty important one. And hopefully I saved somebody out there in corporate America who's going to have to suffer through the dots or the nails so you don't look like a chump. Yeah, that's it. I think I got it pretty good. Now, I did want to remind you guys, I'm in August and I'm doing the prediction challenge. So last month I did the challenge of, I was going to work out a specific core routine for the whole month of, or did I say August? I'm a mess. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep in my sleep quadrant. In July, and I totally only missed one day, that same day. That was the thing I missed, my core. But this month I'm doing predictions and I'm doing them every single day. So do them along with me so you can see how bad you are. All right, this is what I'm giving away. It's a shower head, water saver. So that is yours if you join this project. And FYI, this is a P10 and it's going to Diane.